45 years later, your son was considered as Senate President. Is it the time for protests? Akpabio speak. Make this man go sit down inside gutter. If this man don't get anything to tell us, with the reasonable, make him go sit down inside gutter. The news in detail, please. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has questioned the timing of a planned nationwide protest, highlighting the significant political milestone for the Niger Delta region, as reported by Vanguard. Speaking in response to the upcoming demonstration, Akpabio reminded Nigeria of the South-South region of Nigeria political history, noting that it has been 45 years since the Niger Delta representative was considered for the position of Senate President. He recalled that the last time a Niger Delta individual held the Senate presidency was the late Senate President Wais. Now, 45 years later, the Senate has once again chosen a son of the Niger Delta for this esteemed role. Akpabio questioned whether this period marks such a historical political achievement and is appropriate for strife and protest. He said, as for the Niger Delta people, especially the South-South people of Nigeria, it took 45 years ago. Okay, it was 45 years ago that any government considered us for Senate presidency. That was the late Senate President Wais. 45 years later, your son was considered as Senate President. Is it a time for strife? Is it a time for protests? He urged the people to reflect on the progress made and to consider the implications of participating in protests at a time when the region has achieved a significant political milestone. Akpabio emphasized the importance of unity and stability, suggesting that the focus should be on building on recent successes rather than engaging in actions that could lead to unrest. All this one with the yarn, I just cho they do. So because their son is sitting on this, I've said, I don't know about you people. But if I have somebody, let me just even say, I don't think the person is not a brother. The person is not even a brother. The person is a friend. You are in a position where you are supposed to do right. And for reason best known to you, you come and start misbehaving. I don't know about you guys. I will call you to your BS. I will not speak to you as a leader, most especially when I know that you are not this person, but you are just wearing that particular cloak. You are just putting up a show. I will speak to you as a friend, that's my friend. I will not speak to you as that person. I will speak to you in that manner. And after speaking to you in that manner, I will still call you. If now you be say my boss, I will still call you my boss before I leave your office. I know it is supposed to be so. Somebody is close to you is misbehaving. The person is, you are supposed to, you are supposed to go and correct the person. Not the other way, not cheer the person when the person is doing evil. Not cheer. Come outside, they tell us saying it takes 45 years. How is this supposed to reduce the price of Gary in the markets? As I've said this now, does the price of palm oil reduce? Did the price of fuel change? Or now the is gas not selling for lesser the price? Please, I beg. Let Godswill Akpabio wait and address the end bad governance. Protested at his constituency. Explain the budget pattern of the dividends of democracy to his constituency via vis-a-vis his selfish pocket lining and rubber stamp activities at the Senate. Then shall his constituency's budget pattern protesters basket mouth. Somebody say, whose son? Let me ask. Who is your father? I can't remember having a son that specializes on sending corrupt prayers to email address. The Nigerians want you to play. Akpabio has no right. After that thing where they've been captured on camera. Now see, the thing is, we let a lot of things slide. You know, when you're a person, when you allow yourself to be a walkover, and you get to the realization that, I really, really let a lot of things slide. Do you understand? I tolerated a lot of bullshit. And you get to start remembering how you were really eating the shit. You understand? How you are tolerating I could tell yourself I was really, really licking ass. I just have to state. We really, really allow these people do us anyhow. I did tell you. Akpabio, who has become your Senate president, brought upon the downtrodden South people and other Nigerians apart from poverty, hunger, starvation. I asked Akpabio, you were Senate President when your principal Bola spent 160 million plus to purchase vehicles for National Assembly members, including yourself. Over 240 million given to you for constituency projects. Tinubu projected over 1 billion naira for your first lady's office. And are you finding it difficult to feed your wife and children? This man is not supposed to talk. Akpabio not even supposed to come as I come yarn dust. This dust now. And none of these people, I think say they get special advisors. But it be like saying that just special eaters then get. People wey dey around them, we just they eat. Because the special advisors know they work. They are supposed to be teaching them how to handle such issues. But rather, no. When Niger Delta's son was president for the very first time, was there no protest? My dear, God will bless you. God will bless you for this question. A violent one for that matter. In fact, these people are not ready to listen to the yearnings and aspirations of the people. So, like I said, dialogue will not work. During Jonathan's time, Jonathan was the first ever Niger Delta president. What happened? They wanted to push him out of his seat, but he handled the situation so well. The way we use handle him, I'm not sure. All that stuff when you buy on it, even come up for this seat, but he would tell her, and the man, they went there, he go dey look on and say, tall. Huh? Should be that time when they live and they do anything when I like, and I go block code, and I go do anything, and I go talk anything when I like. Nobody go abuse her. Nothing go spoil, nothing go loss. You cannot compare a patriot and a puppet, please. How is the stadium doing? Why did you eat your vomit? You cannot compare yourself with Saraki, not to talk of Wais, because they were men who know their rights, as number 3 says it, and they were independent and not imposed on the seat. Imagine Nigerian politicians, they value their position far above the needs of the people. Is this coming as a surprise to you? You're not supposed to be surprised now. This is what these people stand for. When you see politicians, what do you think they stand for? You? Come on now. Come on. Look at this thief. After he loot ended the same money, somebody say thunder fire you. You are coming out to now tell us that because of your son. Whose son? I beg. 45 years later, our own son is starving us to death. Under APC, he's getting EFC. Under APC, he's not getting EFCC invitation for looting Akpabio State dry. Plus other financial malpractices while a minister of the Niger Delta Development Commission. And you're here to tell us your son. No let me talk with you, I won't talk. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen, and I'll come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.